guys? Kumusta yung
Masaya.
Yes? Anong ginawa nyo nung mahal na araw? So, I know that you take a lot of activities or some of you stay in your own home. So, first, let's talk about the machine translation. So, what is machine translation? Do you have an idea, class? Machine translation. Do you have any insights? So, I think none. So, this is the meeting. Who wants to read? Yes, just read.
Machine translation is also known as computer-aided translation. It refers to the use of software applications created especially to translate visual and spoken words between languages.
So, in simple terms, machine translation is the process of translating words either written or spoken from one language to another with the use of AI or what we call artificial intelligence. So later on, we will be discussing about some examples of AI later on. So there are 4 types of machine translation. The role-based machine translation or RBMT, statistical machine translation or SMT, hybrid machine translation or HMT, and neutral machine translation. So let's delve through each of these. So the number 1 is role-based machine translation. Who wants to read? Yes, Priscilla.
It is the earliest form of machine translation that translates content based on grammatical rules. It relies on language and vocabulary rules to determine how a word should be translated into another language.
So from the term itself here, this is the earliest form of machine translation. This is the very first or yung pinakauna na machine translation. So in rule-based machine translation, the linguist experts develop built-in language rules and bilingual dictionaries in the computer. And this type of machine-based translation is uses those dictionaries to translate a specific context. Okay? So rule-based machine translation has some pros and cons. So what are those? Rule-based machine translation can be customized to a specific industry or context, and it is predictable because it provides quality translation. However, this type of machine translation has some drawbacks. So, what are those? It provides a poor results. Bakit? What do you think, guys? Why does it provide poor results? Do you have any idea? Okay? So, there are 2 main reasons or possible reasons. That is why it results to poor results. It results on poor results. Okay? So the first one is that the source language, okay, the encoded or the entered source language has some errors. So kaya hindi niya ma-translate because it has some errors, or the terminology used is not registered or programmed in the bilingual dictionary sa computer. So yun. That is why this type of machine translation is very time consuming. Yun yung drawbacks niya. Yun yung disadvantage niya kasi it requires human post editing. So dapat the dictionaries that is programmed in here frequently and regularly napapalitan. So parang na-update dapat siya. Nag-gets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? The next one is statistical machine translation. Who wants to read?
Statistical machine translation. It builds a statistical model of the relationships between text words, phrases, and sentences in order to work. The same elements are then translated into the new language by applying this translation model to a second language.
So this type of machine translation is the second one, and it instead of relying on linguistic tools, it uses machine learning. Okay? So the machine learning algorithms analyzes the large content of human translations, and then it will look for statistical pattern. So, ano to? From when you entered a text, the statistical machine translation will analyze it. So, parang it will look for this. Parang it will make a intelligent guess. Okay, so it's like it's just predicting. So, it has some drawbacks or the disadvantage na tinatawag natin. So, what is this? It provides a frequently parang inaccurate and maraming mali sa translation na ginagawa. That is why it should be used only for basic text in order for us to understand the text or only the gist, okay? So parang short sentences lang. If hindi pwede dito yung large content like maybe paragraphs, gano'n. Kasi hindi niya maka-handle. Okay? Nag-guess? So the next one is hybrid machine translation or HMT. Who wants to read? Yes, Erika?
It is a type of machine translation that uses several different machine translation techniques or types all within the same machine translation.
So in simple terms, all we need to remember in hybrid machine translation is that it is the combination of rule-based machine translation and the second one, which is the statistical machine translation. So, ito lang yung improve or yung modified machine translation, which is mas maganda. Mas maganda yung quality of the text that you want to translate. Yun lang. So, anything else? Do you have any question? I will pass the platform to Miss Michelle Chavarria.
Good morning, everyone. So, let's talk about the neural machine translation. Who can read the PowerPoint?
Neural machine translation or NMT implies artificial intelligence to learn how to translate and improve the knowledge constantly. In this way, it strives to mimic the neural network in the user.
So, in NMT, also uses artificial intelligence to learn language and improve the knowledge constantly, but it was more accurate than the other types of AI, than the other types of artificial intelligence applications. Then, it's easier to add languages and translate content in the neural machine translation than the other types of AI. Then, yan. NMT works by incorporating training data. So, there are two training data that was incorporated by NMT. The first one is the generic data. The generic data is the total of all the data learned from translations performed over time by the machine translation engine, MTE. This data produces a generalized translation tool for various applications including text, voice, and documents. And the second one is
build specialization in a subject matter. Subjects include engineering, design, programming, or any discipline with its own specialized specialist and dictionary. So itong mga subjects na ito po kasi yung mga engineering, mga programming din, and may mga kanya-kanya po silang term na para lang po sa engineering, para lang po sa programming. Kaya ito po yung kaya i-incorporate itong neural machine translation. And additional lang po, yung sa NLP po kasi, parang mas ano po siya, yung sa neural is all than human brain. Pag AI intelligence po siya, pero kapag hindi mo po siya makahalata galing sa AI kasi pag parang yung translation niya is more accurate talaga dun sa word na i-translate mo. Hindi kagaya nung, halimbawa, yung ibang mga chat GPT, mga ganyan, makahalata mo na talagang AI lang siya. By NLP, ang isang example ko ata nito is yung bypass GPT. Na kung saan kapag discuss mo siya and gusto mong i-track kung AI intelligence ba siya, hindi siya magpapakita galing sa AI, kundi ang lalabas ay human life.
So, good morning everyone. Still good morning. Okay, so my topic today is about the examples of machine and speech. And have you ever wondered why we develop machine translations even though we have the human translators? So language skills are high demand in today's globalized world. And translations and interpreters play a crucial role in bridging the gaps of communication. Okay? That's why people develop machine translations para ma-translate nila yung word na real life kasi nagkakaroon ng tao na marunong sa native language na yun. Mas convenient. So, without further ado, let's find out some of the examples of machine translation tools. So we have first the Google Translation. So may someone read Sarah.
Okay, so first, machine translation. In G to use neural translation of by machine learning. It's generally considered one of the leading machine translation models based on usage of languages and applications.
Okay, when it comes to machine translation tools, Google Translate are most well-known. Diba? Ang lahat alam natin. So, have you ever known that in Google Translate, it's not only translating the text, but also the image, okay, and the signs. And so, just like previously, we also, so Google can translate English and including Tagalog and other 100 language with a free charge. Free lang po siya. That's why it's the most common use of people when it comes to translation. So, second, we have next the Amazon Translate. Okay, Miss Mary Joy.
Amazon Translate. Amazon Translate is neural machine translation service that delivers fast, high quality, affordable, and customizable language.
Yan. So, narinig niyo na ba yung Amazon shopping site?
Yes!
Oh. Yan. So, in Amazon Translate, parang siya yung powered by Amazon shopping site. So, since Amazon is a wide variety, I had support a wide variety of countries and ethnic communities, nakakatanggap sila ng iba't ibang lingwahe na customers. So, for them to be able to communicate or avoid the language barriers, kailangan nila yung Amazon Translate. So, kasi sometimes, since hawak nila yung buong mundo, support nila yung different variety of ethnic groups, nakakatanggap sila ng high volumes of calls. Yeah. So, para hindi na sila maghanap pa ng tao na marunong sa language na yon, it's more convenient for them to have the machine tools, translation tools. So basically, Amazon Translate is all about in the business process only. So since it talks about business, may bayad po siya. Binabayaran po siya, hindi siya fee. But they provide a one-year free usage period for okay. So these look like the message Ayan. So next we have the Microsoft Translator. May someone read? Miss Bello.
Microsoft Translator. This is a machine translation service and technology developed by Microsoft and is part of their computing services. It enables users to translate text and other documents on the other. Microsoft Translator uses advanced machine learning and neural machine translation techniques to provide accurate and context-aware translations.
So this Microsoft Translator is powered by Microsoft. So it has more than 70 languages to translate text, voice, conversation, camera photos, and screenshot. So this is the best choice for education purposes because you can translate a word in your documents or even the whole documents into your preferable language. And also, it is best used when you will travel around the world. Kasi meron na po siya voice translator. Yan. So, let's move to the next machine translation tools. The Watson. Watson language translator. Give me some of this over.
Watson Language Translator. IBM Watson Language Translator is a cloud-based translation management solution, which provides features such as language and terminology-based, customizable translation, content translation, and data privacy.
Ayan, so Watson. Ano mo yung pumasok? Siyempre, Watson. Saan yung? Wala. Okay, so just like in Amazon, Watson, just like in Amazon, it is also about the business and enterprises purposes. What good things in here is that it's not only translating text. Sa Amazon kasi text lang hindi translate niya. Pero dito sa Watson, you can translate a document and even the link. Okay. As you can see, they have a lot of language you can translate, but what you can say, there is no Filipino language. Kaya hindi siguro masyadong alam nung kasi ito. Okay. So let's move to the last examples. We have the demo translate. May someone read? Okay, Miss Marina.
Translate People Translate is an independent entity and being produced by a small company in Germany. People provides natural sounding and nuance translation.
Yan. So, sa default po, limited lang po yung language na you can translate. So, kasi po, in default, they value the high quality of translation. So when they add a new language here, it takes a lengthy time and process for them to add the new. So mas preferable sa inyo yung Google Write kasi marami doon, hundreds. So what things in Google is that just like Ms. said kanina, there are some grammatical error doon and some mistranslations sa Google. Yun lang naman, mas preferable ito sa accuracy ng translation. So, diba? And that's the end of my discussion.
Good morning, everyone.
of translation application. So, may someone read the first one. Julian.
Translation apps are usually incredibly fast and
So, translation app is usually big and simple because they use fancy tech and like machine learning or AI to translate this stuff really fast. So, they easy to use with friendly interfaces and they give translation instantly. So, next one is
many of them are free.
so translation apps are often free to use because in many ways they make money, like showing ads or offering review. You can pay for a premium version of uh, the without ads. This way they can offer the basic service for free to attract while still making money. So the third one is discussion.
You can use just one app to translate.
So this means you don't need to separate app for translating languages you want to translate. For example, sa Google Translate, you can translate text or speech from or various languages like Spanish, English, French, like that. So the fourth one is Miss Alina.
The tech is gradually improving as time moves.
So this means that each passing day, advancement of technology are enhancing the performance, accuracy, and user experience of this app. For example, newer experience of this app, translate incorporating movement that result in more accurate. So number 5, is someone read? Miss.
They offer translation into a huge variety of languages.
Okay, so this means they're available in numerous languages, allowing users to translate text or speech between many different languages pairs. For example, the Google Translate offers support of a vast of languages. Number 6, someone read.
For sending an entire document has been translated or for easy.
So instead of translating every single word perfectly, the app can give you the overall idea. For example, if you have a long document to translate, the translation app can help you to translate important words has been missed in the translation or giving you a summary of the main ideas. Next one. Number 7.
It's study researching things like article settings and making sure meaningful characters stay on.
So this means that the app can be used to test if the text is arranged properly from right to left, and if all the different characters shows up correctly with any errors or glitches. Then the last one is
Apps help you see how much insights or tricks or growth
so it means that when you translate another language, especially from a language with longer or shorter words than the original, the translation app helps change. For example, German language. If you translate, if you kung mahaba yung words mo, magpapaitin siya ng translation app. At ganun din sa Japanese. So, characters can contain, so the app will show you how much the text might shrink. So that's all the benefits of translation app.
That's all I'm saying. Hey guys! So since tapos na natin yung benefits of translation application, syempre, nothing is perfect, so may mga limitations pa rin when it comes to translation application. So, let's tackle the limitations of translation application. Number one, who wants to read? Yes.
Disappointing considerables, particularly in business settings.
So, based from what you have read, what do you understand?
Disappointing accuracy. The accurate yung
So, while translation apps have improved over time because of digital age, it is not new to us that translation apps may not also always accurate. It's not, it doesn't, hindi niya pa nakakamit yung level ng accuracy na kailangan sa mga business or professional settings kasi with the everyday use nga ng translation apps, meron pa rin siyang errors na commit. So it's not really applicable for business context and professional context. Okay, next. Yes, Mrs. Sina.
Requirement to download language apps for offline.
Yeah, requirement to download language packs for offline use. What did you understand and what you have read? Please.
Kasi, yung ibang translation apps is, nagagamit ko lang siya by mobile data or Wi-Fi. And some is hindi na siya accessible when it comes to
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Miss Agnew. So,
bias siya mag-content.
so, sinong gumagamit dito ng Papago app? Papago, yung nagta-translate ng Korean to English. Miss Gladys, gumagamit ka nun, di ba? So yeah, yung mga translation apps, hindi siya pwede for offline use. Pero, yan nga, pwede siya if maka-download ka ng language packs. Kunwari dun sa Papago app. Meron yung Korean to English translation. Pwede mo siyang i-download yung language pack na yun para magamit mo pa rin offline. Pero, yun nga lang, napaka-time consuming niya and incomplete niya. Mas lalo na pag need mo na talaga ng translation, like pag nagta-travel ka o nandun ay pupunta ka sa mga areas na with limited internet connection. So, next! Who wants to read number 3? Yes, Mr. Logan?
That suitable for documents or text.
Based from what you have read, please state what
Ayun. Just like the explanation of
So, translating apps only handle small amounts mag-translate ng using translation. So, yung mga pinatranslate lang natin, mostly is yung mga sentence or paragraphs na hindi natin maintindihan in that language, right? So, yeah, isa siya sa limitations ng translation app na hindi niya kaya i-translate yung full document or yung mahabang document na gusto mong i-translate sa kanya. Okay, next, we have number 4. Who wants to read? Yes.
Google does not use its own translation.
Based from what you have read, what do you understand?
Hindi yung ginagamit nila sa pati naman, hindi naman talaga accurate yung words. Oo. Sarili niyang one product.
Okay. So, yeah, sabi niya dito, Google does not use its own machine translation software. So, kunwari, may nag-endorse ng facial mask. Tapos, hindi niya ginagamit. Bibili ba kayo? Like, hindi naman napatunayan na ginagamit. Diba, hindi naman tayo bibili kasi kung siya nga hindi niya gagamitin, what more kung tayo yung gagamit, diba? So, yung ganun din sa translation app, hindi siya ginagamit ng Google. So, questionable pa rin yung accuracy at reliability ng mga translation. Okay, next we have the number 5. Yes, Mr. Ron.
Apps translate word for word without considering random.
Based from what you have read, please explain what is number 5.
So, ito yung yung instances sa Google kapag nagka-translate ka ng English to Tagalog, masyadong deep or masyadong OA yung pagkaka-translate na to the point na hindi na siya magiging align sa context sentence mo or paragraph na.
Yes, exactly. So, do I have to elaborate this more?
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, kunwari, yung code mo na nagta-translate is malumanay lang. Pero the way na nag-translate, si translation app, pagalit siya. So, it's like a no for us, right? Siyempre, hindi paparating sa readers mo or like yung kausap mo, yung gusto mo talagang iparating sa kanya based on what emotions or your tone is right now. Okay. Now, number 6. Yes, Miss Charity. Yes. So, basically, mga translator is more on kasi hindi ko nila yeah, exactly. So yeah, para lang din siyang sa explanation ng number 5 natin na hindi niya kayang mag-accent ay mag-predict kung anong context ng mga pinagsasabi mo. Unless, pinabay mo yung context. Right? Pag magaling kayo ng ChatGPT, diba? Pag hindi mo pinabay yung context, iba din yung parang lalabas na next. And the last one, we have who wants to read? Yes, Miss Maya.
Number 7, translation of statement of denial, or SEO.
So, SEO stands for Search
SEO.
So, kunwari, pag may translate ka, tapos, syempre hindi na nga ina-optimize ang SEO. Yung mga lalabas na translation ng sinabi mo is not really relevant dun sa may gusto mong sabihin or gusto mong ipag-translate talaga. Is that clear? Yes, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that ends our discussion. And do you have any questions?
I think Miss Kira.
Wala na. So, thank you guys for listening. So,
Attendance.
attendance, please say.